I love entertaining, and being here every single Saturday is something I promise not only myself, but to all of you guys. Even if it seemed impossible, stressful, or overwhelming, I would still do my best to pull through, much like today. But as you can see, we are missing the intro. The whole last week, this week bit I do at the beginning of every episode, and I would like to explain why. In the back there will be some gameplay that I was able to record in the midst of all the chaos. I hope you guys hear me out and enjoy the video. So let's start from the beginning. On August 23rd, I posted my first ever CraftedLocked episode. I had no clue what I was doing. I mean, I used TikTok subtitles and my audio was all over the place. But it resonated with people. And this was my first step as a content creator. And through your feedback, the episodes improved drastically. I got used to scripting and recording voiceovers. I got better at editing and led to more interesting videos rather than I did this and then this. Also, through your feedback, I saw that you wanted Vanilla WoW. Retail is boring and it's not enjoyable to watch, so I took that leap and started what I would consider a movement. Episode 1 of Hardcore CraftedLocked released on the 13th of September, and it fundamentally changed my life. Currently, at the time of writing the script, this video alone contributes to almost 30% of my total subscribers. And as promised, every single Saturday there was a new video. Sometimes I would try something else, when I felt a little burnt out, and sometimes I would just want to play something else. And you guys were there every single Saturday. For 4 months now, this cycle has continued, and I am extremely thankful to all of you. But this cycle ends today, as I give you a little look behind the curtains and why you guys in this series mean so much to me. So I started Hardcore CraftedLocked 1 month before I moved from Malta to Macedonia. So my wife and I had to pack everything, take that plane and finally land in Macedonia. Thankfully, I was able to bring my PC, mouse, and keyboard, but I needed a monitor. So the very next day, I went out and purchased a monitor. Of course, the power cable didn't work, so I had to go back and get it changed, but regardless, I now had everything I needed to get to recording and editing. I was literally set up on my parents' dining table, and while I was working full-time, I still did my best to record, using any downtime I can to script and get everything ready. I would sleep for maybe 2 to 3 hours a day and get right back to recording. During this, we also had to figure out all the documentation needed for my wife, so she can legally reside in Macedonia. And I can't explain how stressful that was. Police conducts, birth certificates, dual nationality problems, yada yada, the whole lot. We had to figure all of that out while also working full-time and while I was trying to upload a video every Saturday. Massive shout out to my sister who helped us out with all of it, and hence episode 4.5 was released. In the meantime, we also had to look for an apartment, because I don't know about you guys, but living with your parents in your mid-20s absolutely sucks, especially if you're married. Like, it doesn't matter how good your parents are. Sometimes you and your wife just want to walk around the house in your underwear. Kinda hard to do if the in-laws are there. The search was god-awful. And in my city, people don't really post their apartments, and most of the posted ones are for short lets. So through word of mouth and with my sister's help, we actually found the flat that we are currently in. It was on the first floor, got a brand new AC installed, and it all seemed like it was gonna be good. My wife also finally got her ID during this time, so I was ecstatic. I got the internet set up, I got my desk and PC set up in the middle of the living room, kinda like when I was a kid. I don't know if you guys had this too, but like the family PC in the middle of the living room, like kind of situation. It was nice and it was cozy. It started to feel like actual home. DIY or die also started popping off. We got a lot of people trying out hardcore for the first time and some veterans. Take Kulik for example. He was the first level 60 as CraftedLocked on Warrior. You know how fucking cool that is? And on the opposite end of the spectrum, we have Leve, whose tunes died more than I could count, and Rausch, who took it slower and ended up having 3 to 4 characters above level 30. We kept growing and growing. At some point, we had over 200 unique accounts in our guild. Over 200 people enjoyed the videos and the idea so much that they decided to give it a try themselves. I kept uploading. I even started streaming, and no matter what we did, it was fun. Whether it was a stream about grinding Winter's Bite, a Hogger raid, or a mock Gora tournament. To top it all off, we ended up raising over $500 for charity, which I still cannot believe. But the series was stressful. I mean, keeping up with 5 characters, all the close call, it wasn't easy, that's for sure. And while all of this was happening, work got busier. Life in general got busier as well. But to make matters worse, our apartment started crumbling. First off, we didn't have a fridge, so I thought, okay, I will just buy one. They are so expensive. They delivered it to my doorstep, and then my friend and I had to literally carry an entire fridge up the stairs and into our home. Thank you, Nikita, man. I know you were sleeping when I called you, and you still pulled through. I love you, man. I'm honestly so lucky to have such amazing people around me, and I will forever be thankful for all the help I received during my moving process. Once the fridge was sorted, the oven stopped working well too. I mean, it could heat stuff up, but definitely not cook anything. But then my grandma, the absolute goat, came through and gave me 2 cookers that I could put on top of the oven so we can actually cook our own food. But the problem is that the oven was still not working well, so we were pretty much forced to buy an oven as well. Okay, now we have the oven. Surely nothing else could go wrong. We got mold on the walls. Yup. Since the apartment is on the first floor and nothing is built properly, we got mold in our bedroom walls. Okay, now it's getting a bit more stressful. All the chairs are broken. The doorknob on the sliding door, yep, that's just dangling off. Okay, wait a sec. The washing machine drum fell. Can you please stop? Citywide power outage randomly comes back and goes away in 5-minute intervals, damages my PC. Okay, I get it. Windows files got corrupted. Now PC restarts every minute. Man, stop! Lose over 600 gigabytes of footage, pre-recorded and edited. All completely gone, with no way of getting it back. Oh, and the PC is still broken, so you gotta take it to the repairman. Okay, I mean, surely it can. Forget your bag and have it stolen. Losing both the ID cards and your passport on top of all your cash, which was supposed to be used for your driver's license. Yeah, let's just say this month has been the worst month I have ever had. All of that stuff I pointed out happened in a matter of 2 weeks, with the bulk of it happening within a single week. I know the bag thing is completely my fault, and there's no one else I could blame but myself, but it was the final nail in the coffin. This is the reason why this week there isn't a new episode. I barely have the motivation to turn my PC on, let alone try to record, script, do voiceovers, and edit in 2 days. There is simply not enough time. And with my promise of a new video every Saturday, I thought the only way I could make up for it is if at least I gave a better explanation. My goal with these videos is to have someone's part of the day be enjoyable through something that I create. Whether you were watching it just to eat your food, whether you were looking forward to it or just stumbled across it, I want it to be a good experience. Make you forget about the real world and immerse yourself in my terrible storytelling. But when everything around me crumbles in the most magnificent domino effect I have ever experienced, I can't provide such an experience. At least not this Saturday. But regardless, we did a lot in these past 4 months. Our warrior is level 43, rogue is level 21, priest is 22, druid is 26, and paladin is level 10, because I low-key hate paladin gameplay. So the series itself has progressed quite a bit, and we are only 17 levels off on our warrior until we reach level 60, which would be when this challenge really picks up, and one mistake in a raid could wipe not just my progress, but everyone else's. So that brings us to today. First, I would like to announce that I will be making a second channel where I will be posting variety videos whenever I feel burnt out from World of Warcraft, so make sure to check it out and subscribe over there. We also found a new apartment, and I'm going to begin applying for all my documents again. I need to re-record footage, and some things may not make sense because honestly I also forgot when I recorded the footage or what happened, so I apologize if some stuff doesn't make sense. Usually I'm able to watch through the footage and figure out what happened, but not this time. I'm looking forward to resting a little bit as well, spending New Year's with friends and family, and overall building myself back up so we can start the year off strong next week. If you reached this point in the video, I would like to thank each and every single one of you for your continuous support. Through your kind words and feedback, I have been able to grow at such a rapid pace, and for that I will be forever grateful. Thank you all so much for watching, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and I will see you next Saturday.